EA Sports. It's in the game.
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Thomas and Mack Center just off the Vegas Strip for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of welterweight action between Miguel Cotto and Sugar Ray Leonard. Miguel Cotto's focus is front and center as he makes his way to the ring right now. Sugar Ray Leonard's making his way to the ring right now, puffing out his chest, glaring with those eyes, and taking a big stride to his destination of glory.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miguel Cotto and his opponent across the ring. Fighting out of the blue corner, Sugar Ray Leonard.
All right, gentlemen, one thing, protect yourself at all times. Okay? Let's catch them up.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway.
Teddy, most of the fighters that you train throughout your career are guys that could be described as this, guys that really will bring it and are able to do it throughout the whole fight and go the distance. What's the mental makeup of a guy like that?
Confidence. He's been there before. He's sure that he can do it.
Leonard blocks that punch. Blocks that belt line well. Blocks that punch. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Sugar Ray Leonard. Halfway through round number one. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head.
Teddy, what do you think of Cotto tonight?
Well, about the same as I would think if I'm going to go into a barber shop. I mean, I know what to expect. I'm going to get my hair cut. Well, you're fighting Cotto, you're going to get your body hit.
Miguel Cotto comes from a boxing family. His uncle, a trainer, his father, his brother, boxers. I mean, boxing is in his blood, Teddy.
And a real good amateur background. This is a guy that, in his mind, he was born to do this.
Holy cow! Miguel Cotto's been stunned. Sugar Ray Leonard's now pushing away a bit. He's creating some space. Parries that punch intended for the head. And there he counters back against his opponent. Miguel Cotto blocks that punch. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. The end of the round has arrived. And now an opportunity for the trainer here to get his hands on his guy. His guy just got tagged pretty good there. And when he looks into his eyes, what is he looking for?
Well, first of all, he's looking to see whether or not his guy is still there. You know, he got stunned pretty good. And then what he has to do is make sure his guy is listening to him and telling him, hey, look, you got caught. You've been caught before. This is the way we can fix it. This is what you got to do to correct things.
Just focus on the fight. We'll take care of this swelling. Get on that. Get on that.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Blocks that belt line well. Miguel Cotto is not putting forth much offense at all. Now, listen, I get it. You put forth some offense, you got hurt, you were stunned in this fight, so now you're strictly thinking defense. But at some point, he's got to change.
Yeah, he does. Otherwise, he can't win this fight. And his opponent is just going to keep coming like that ocean, banging into that shore, and it's going to come further up the shoreline. It's not going to go away.
Teddy, the Cotto family has kept it in the family as Miguel has been trained by his uncle.
And you know where that served him? It served him in a way that he's with somebody who's familiar with him, somebody that cares about him, someone he's comfortable with, but also a little buffer. It's not a father, so it's not quite that emotional.
Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Halfway through round number 2. SRL getting rid of that punch. Sugar Ray Leonard's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Cotto showing some defense with the block. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Miguel Cotto blocks that punch. A headshot blocked. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Come to the end of the round. Always interesting to see how things will play out in our fights. Teddy, it's always great anticipation when we come sit ringside and the build-up of what's going to happen.
Yeah, it is. And it's always great having a little electricity in the crowd. You know, it helps. I know it helps me with the broadcast to know that you have these passionate fans that are around.
Okay, listen. When he misses you with a punch, counter. Your jab works good when you use it. You don't use it enough. Jab.
number 3 is underway. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. He tried to nab him up top. Oh, and there you go. Boy, oh boy, that's tough to take. Miguel Cotto's swelling is exactly what his opponent wanted to see. Good-looking counterpunch. When Cotto was still at 140 pounds and a world champion, he had a very interesting battle with New York's own Paulie Malignaggi. It was a fight in which Cotto dominated, but Malignaggi stayed in there tough.
Yeah, people were shocked that Malignaggi was able to go the rounds, was able to survive that long.
Cotto's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Blocks away that headshot. Cotto able to get away from that punch, able to block it there. Oh, Sugar Ray Leonard's in bad shape.
Come on, keep busy, guys. Come on now, come on, come on.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Sugar Ray Leonard. Able to show you his blocking ability. Not able to land the headshot. Final 10 seconds. Cotto able to get away from that punch, able to block it there. So we come to the end of the round, and clearly a confidence booster for this man. He got to his opponent. He was able to stun him. Teddy, when a fighter comes back after doing what he just did, do you see them almost light up, like get a little boost of energy because of that?
Yeah, it does fill your confidence a little bit. You know, it makes you feel more secure. I can control this man. I had my way.
Throw more punches to the body. Step out with a jab. Then come back and throw more punches to the body. Left, right, left, right, left, right. You need to double up your punches.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Sugar Ray Leonard. Miguel Cotto blocks that punch. Oh, very nice. Smart counter punch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Miguel Cotto has got it down pat. Straight is great. Straight punch wins.
Yeah, especially when your opponent is standing straight in front of you.
A lot of things that Miguel Cotto does very well. One of them, he's a good body puncher.
Oh, yes, he is. And that fits in perfectly because he likes to go rounds. He's got a lot of endurance. He's patient. He will attack you in a real steady, patient sort of way. And that body work serves him.
Side to side. Move your head.
Halfway through round number 4. Didn't get it done going to the body there. Good defensive skill. Miguel Cotto, a good block.
Keep moving.
Gets rid of that body shot.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Move, 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 move. Keep moving around the ring. Keep moving.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Round comes to an end here. Glad you've joined us ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas on another night at the fights. We're with you all year long, every step of the way, as is our crew. And the guys just don't get enough credit sitting back there in the production truck, but they make all this happen, Teddy.
Yeah, they do. Of course, Rick, Robbie, Mike, all you guys, Brian, Scott, Russ. We appreciate you doing all the difficult work while we get a chance to sit out here and enjoy the fun part. And by the way, you guys, after we just said that, you guys are picking up the tab tonight.
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight. Now, this is a very exciting fight. It's been evenly fought, but it just has the feel of a fight that's going to go the distance. It doesn't look like any one guy is going to take control over the other.
No, when somebody makes up their mind, I am not being knocked out, I am staying, they usually stay. These guys are here for the night.
Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
You get the sense that they know no other way how to fight. They are going at it, back and forth, toe-to-toe, punch for punch.
Move your feet.
Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Some fine fundamentals. Good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese. He used distance.
Halfway through this round here. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
The tactical game paying off. You can see the counterpunch.
Yeah, you see the counterpunch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Leonard blocks that punch. Miguel Cotto is now in a position where he may not even realize it, but the eye is getting worse. Still, he fights on.
He behaves like a fighter, and that's the greatest asset you have. It's not your jab, it's not your hook, it's not your power, it's not your footwork. It's your ability to behave like a fighter when you have to. He's doing that right now.
Okay, you're doing good. You're doing good. Nice one. That was good. We have this one. Let's get on that swelling. Get on the swelling.
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top.
Let's see some more head movement. Let's see some more head movement. Get out of the way.
Good block. Cotto's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Miguel Cotto, a good block. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. Halfway through this round. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Sugar Ray Leonard.
Defense. More defense.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? Able to dismiss it. A nice, crisp hook after a fine defensive effort. Throws a counter punch there. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the sixth.
Move your head.
Well, if the second half of this fight is anything like the first half we just witnessed, then oh boy, is it going to be fun watching this fight down the stretch.
And I don't think it can change. These guys came here with a certain attitude, a certain mindset, and it's not going to be able to change now. There's no way of all of a sudden in mid-fight being able to go to a defensive fight or a different strategy. What you see is what you get, and you're going to get it the rest of the night.
Keep that up. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. You're in control of this. Keep it up.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Sugar Ray showing defense, able to block that punch. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Miguel Cotto's legs look shaky. He was hurt. Able to get rid of that one. Miguel Cotto's a pro, but he's not a well-rounded pro because a better level of fighter would be committing to the body more here, wouldn't he, Teddy?
Yeah, well, first of all, he would recognize that that's where he's supposed to be going now that his opponent, you know, is taking off a little bit with those fast shoes. No better way to take those shoes off his feet than to go downstairs.
This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. A headshot blocked. SRL getting rid of that punch. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Last 10 seconds. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like, going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
All right, listen. You need to create more punches, okay? Slip his punch and throw a straight right down the middle. Listen, I'm not going to stand here and watch you take...
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Come on, side to side.
Blocks the headshot. Cotto's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Able to cover up that gut. And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. The halfway point of round number 8. to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been. His opponent wanted the body, he wouldn't give it to him. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. Miguel Cotto is now fighting 2 opponents. The man opposite him and his eye swelling.
Yeah, but you can't panic, Joe. This is boxing. You know, this is not the opera. These things happen, and champions win under these conditions. So right now, believe it or not, strategy. You got to stay calm, and you got to start thinking, okay, it's this eye that's swollen. I'm going to keep the fight on the side of the ring where I can see with my good eye. You got to really think that clearly in these kind of conditions.
No time. He's got nothing left, okay? Just go for the head. Knock him out. It's done. Listen, that right there.
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. Great movement to get away from those punches. Miguel Cotto's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. SRL getting rid of that punch.
Focus. Move your feet.
A good block. Good defensive skill. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. He just missed that shot up top.
In and out, in and out, in and out. Let's move.
Sugar Ray showing defense, able to block that punch. Able to counter that attack. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Miguel Cotto. No, he missed that right. Cotto's leaving himself wide open there. You just can't do that.
Well, you can do it, but you're going to get paid. You're going to eat some leather. You're going to get punched in the mouth. That's going to happen.
Use your feet.
And this round comes to an end A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
Don't fight his fight. Jab and move. Jab and move. Listen, you're not giving me enough punches, okay? Throw more punches. Jab, jab. Oh.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. Miguel Cotto blocks that punch.
Use the jab.
Showing you some defense there with the block. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Great movement to get away from those punches. Able to counter that attack. Halfway through this 10th and final round. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
Joe, you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Cotto able to get away from that punch, able to block it there. Great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Miguel Cotto. Blocks the headshot. Cotto's proving to be elusive. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
That's nothing. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the cut. It's nothing. A small cut, nothing. Don't worry about it. You know, get on that.
They start up again. Back to action here with another round. But who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight. Sugar Ray Leonard's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Good defense, just covering up down low. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Blocks away that headshot. Blocks it away. Cotto able to get away from that punch, able to block it there. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. 1 minute to go in this. Oh! Sugar Ray Leonard's hurt by that. He goes down. Sugar Ray Leonard has to rise up and beat the count. Now he's got himself a little bit of a challenge here.
And now what he's doing, he's going through a CAT scan, an MRI, an X-ray, where you're going to get a chance to see what's inside Sugar Ray Leonard.
Way to block there. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand.
Keep doing what you're doing. You're winning this one. Don't get sloppy, okay? Keep boxing smart. Don't worry about it. Swelling is not. Throw punches, I'm gonna stop the fight. Come on, throw punches. Okay, standing straight up. Move that body. You need to move.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He could get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock, survive.
Able to dismiss it.
Keep your hand up. Keep working the jab. Right up.
SRL getting rid of that punch. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. You know, you go out there, a fighter like this, you were just knocked down in the last round. Now you got to go out there, you got to prove to your opponent, hey, I'm fine. You got to prove to the whole arena, hey, look at me, I'm fine. You also have to prove a lot to yourself, though, don't you?
Yeah, but you have to remember, that's a good question, but you have to remember this fighter has been there before. So just remember, I have dealt with it before. And then you have to be David Copperfield. A little bit of a magician, a little smoke and mirrors, and con your opponent. Let him think you're all right. Let him think you even want to fight, when really you just want to buy a little time.
Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Miguel Cotto, a good block. halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Miguel Cotto's been stunned. Able to dismiss that body shot. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Holy cow! What a solid hook to the body by Sugar Ray Leonard. And for the official judges' scores, let's send it up to the ring.
Your winner, Jermain.
Is your winner by majority decision, Teddy.
I know there's going to be something to talk about in the barber shops around the city, around the state tomorrow, because a lot of people are going to have a different look about that decision.
Good, enjoyable, entertaining fight it was. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the Tomasz and Mack Center just off the Vegas Strip for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of light heavyweight action between these two great warriors. Jermain Taylor's making his way to the ring right now, and you can just see in his eyes what his intentions are tonight. He's making his way to the ring with a determined giddy-up in his step.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jermain, the Intentions Taylor, and his opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, the Hitman.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. You know what to do. Touch gloves.
Well, they're scheduled to go to full 12 here tonight. Round one now underway. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Throws a counter punch there. Oh, and look at this, Teddy, wasting no time getting to know each other.
No, they came right to the center ring, said hello.
Able to get rid of that one. And now they're trading blows. Able to cover up that gut. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing is taking his opponent's jab away.
No feeling out round here at all. These two are slugging it in round number one.
Reminds me of the fireworks display on the 4th of July, and the rockets just keep coming.
He got hit. Oh, now the uppercut. Both these guys obviously hopeful that their cut men will be up to the task tonight.
What does it take to be a great cut man?
And you know, that's a great question. First of all, you better have the right coagulants, the right chemicals, the right medications in that corner. Avatine, adrenaline, and you have to have Vaseline where you can put it on it. But the most important thing, you have to be calm. You can't panic. And you have to put pressure on that cut, just the right amount of pressure, and then you put those medicines in it, and then you better have a fighter that can give you a round or two. He can move around and not get caught right away. Give the medicine a chance to work.
Jermain Taylor with a counter punch. Off target with that hook. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Exchange. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
All right, got that? All in control, so take your time. Take your time. Swelling is nothing.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Hit by a right hand. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. That was a miss by Jermain Taylor. Good job protecting himself. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Able to get rid of that one. Blocks that punch. Fine fundamentals, good counter punch. Way to block there. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all. Carries that punch away. He was stunned, but now he's surviving. Oh! Jermain Taylor stunned and staggered. Good defensive skill. That's just like a little love shove right there. Just a little love shove to give yourself some room. Good block there by Jermain Taylor. So here we are at the end of the round. And this is the only chance these guys get to not throw at each other.
Yeah, this is a break. You know, a lot of times fighters find their own way of taking a break during the fight, during the round. These guys really need this minute rest.
Don't stand in front of it. Let's get on that swell. I'll press on that.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Blocks that punch. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tune because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
Halfway through this round. Jermain able to block that punch. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one.
Come on, cover up.
Jermain Taylor's just not landing any body punches in this fight.
Well, he looks like a guy who hasn't been taught that. We're getting a little bit of an x-ray, a little bit of a peek into what his trainers show him in the gym or what they don't show him.
Right back at him with a left hand. Way to block there.
All right, listen. We need to create more counters, okay? Slip his punch, then throw it straight right down again. You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of the swell. Listen, I'm not gonna stand here and get those shots. You understand me? This is a defense and more punches. Get the compress on. Get the compress on. Let's work on this one. Can we work on?
Here we go with the fourth round. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Wow, what an impressive left hand by Jermain Taylor. Able to cover up that gut. Good looking counter punch. undoubtedly the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Tomasz used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. For this fighter, when he's been in doubt,
There it is! Jermain Taylor stunned, and he is hurt. He is stunned, but somehow has the wherewithal to hang
come on
on.
now. Come on, work it out, work it out. See some punches here.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. Blocks that punch. Wow! Jermain Taylor's almost out of it there. He was stunned.
Keep busy, guys. Come on now, keep busy.
Good block by Jermain Taylor. Very nice defensive guard there. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Good block there by Jermain Taylor. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Last 10 seconds. Blocks the headshot.
Want you to take his jab. Throws the jab. Parry it away. He'll have it. Okay? Got that? It's gonna happen. Gonna catch him. Okay, listen. Simple, okay? Keep it simple. You're making this harder than what it is. Focus for me. Don't worry about it. The swelling is nothing. Just focus on the fight.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Teddy, is this becoming a mental thing with him? I mean, he's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
You know, that's a good question. Sometimes a guy is making a solid agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what will come back at him.
Good looking counter by Taylor. Great show by these two. What an entertaining bout this has been. Neither man willing to give up an inch and giving everything they've got.
So it's like that old song, whatever you can do, I can do better. That's how they're challenging each other.
This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Halfway through this round here. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Able to get rid of that one.
Finish with the hook.
looking counterpunch. Jermain Taylor is getting caught with headshots. But Teddy, to me this is pretty simple. Move your head.
Otherwise, the other guy will. And he's been moving his head for him all night.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Able to dismiss that body shot. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Final 10 seconds. Good exchange, scoring well with the right hands. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
He's hurt. I need you to jump on him in this round, all right? Get on that.
Teddy, what do you think here as we start this round? I mean, you watch what he did in that last round, and you got to think that he can get himself back into this fight.
Well, that's how he's got to be thinking, and that's kind of what he's made up of. He's not a front runner. You know, he's not a fast starter anyway. He's the kind of guy that his real strength is to be able to weigh you down, and to have a great resolve, and to be able to chip away. He's chipping.
A good block. Gets rid of that body shot. Good defense, just covering up down low.
Move your head.
It is unbelievable to sit back and just watch what these guys are willing to give and to take. Wow, what a fight so far.
Well, give and take, that's the key word. Sometimes you're forced to become great. And right now, each one of them are forcing the other to go to great places.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Showing you some defense there with the block. Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. Well, if the second half of this fight is anything like the first half we just witnessed, then oh boy, is it going to be fun watching this fight down the stretch.
And I don't think it can change. These guys came here with a certain attitude, a certain mindset, and it's not going to be able to change now. There's no way of all of a sudden in mid-fight being able to go to a defensive fight or a different strategy. What you see is what you get, and you're going to get it the rest of the night.
Don't worry about it. Get in your rhythm, okay? I want to see more jabs. Swelling is nothing.
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. Nothing there on the punch by Jermain Taylor. Able to cover up that gut. Gets rid of that body shot. Able to dismiss it. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Defense just covering up down low. A headshot blocked. Getting the best of it. Blocks that belt line well. Predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
Hands up, all right?
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round in what has been a very even fight. Able to show you his blocking ability.
Come on, side.
Holy cow! Jermain Taylor's in a bad place right now. He was tagged. So far tonight, he was being completely outworked, but now we see him being more the aggressor.
Well, it was starting to get a little late. He understood he needed to change things a little.
Straight right was lined up, but he missed.
Keep moving, keep moving. Boom, 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 boom. Keep moving around the ring.
punch intended for the head. Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. Very nice defensive guard there. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Looks like he has some blood under his eye around the cheek. Well, where was this earlier? All of a sudden now you see he's being effective and being aggressive and outworking his man, when for most of the fight, he was the one being outworked.
Well, eating about 2 dozen jabs, you know what? It can change your mind a little bit. He figures now, let the other guy start eating a little.
He was stunned, but now he's surviving. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Good-looking counter by Taylor. End of the round there. He was able to stun his opponent. Teddy, when you're training a guy that's coming off a round where he just got to his man, what do you do? Do you say, hey, I saw that, and here's how you did it? How do you approach that?
Well, you want to make sure you remind him exactly what you're talking about, how he set it up. Don't think about just a big punch that landed. Remember how you got to that point.
Nice one. That was good. We have this one. Let's get on that swelling. Get on the swelling.
It's like the gift that keeps on giving. Entertaining throughout, and now they meet up to start off another round. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Able to dismiss it. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Blocks the headshot. And there he counters back against his opponent. Oh, and they decide to trade there. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Blocks that belt line well. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. Oh, everybody will tell you, you can't get away with that. What a big, wide, sweeping whiff that was.
Well, you can get away with it if the guy doesn't want to throw back, but if this guy wants to start throwing back, then you're not getting away with it.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Jermain Taylor with a counterpunch. Jermain Taylor's clearly made a decision. He's not going to stick with what he was doing. You know, a lot of people would say, yeah, absolutely, change things up. You got rocked.
Yeah, if you're a pitcher, you know, and the guy's hitting your fastball out of the park or coming close or hitting it on the warning track, you don't wait until it goes out of the park. You change to a curveball. Well, he's changing right now.
We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
You understand? Let's get on that swelling. I'll press on that.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. Keeping his hands up, getting away of his opponent's effort. Not able to land the headshot. Blocks that punch. Able to show you his blocking ability. What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been. Back and forth exchange. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Jermain Taylor. Blocks that punch. Blocks it away. The twists and turns and the non-stop battle. It continues on as we've reached the 1 minute mark to go. Good defensive skill. Jermain Taylor's got to deal with a cut now above his eye. Jermain Taylor's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Jermain Taylor with a counterpunch. Round comes to an end here. An enjoyable night sitting ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. A lot better than our day we spent at the horse track the other day where we couldn't get any winners, at least I couldn't. But we were talking about the fact that so many parallels to be made between boxing and life boxing and all these other sports we enjoy, like horse racing, of being well-conditioned and working your way up to this one singular moment.
Yeah, well, the trainer obviously has to get the athlete. In this case, athlete happens to be over 1,000 pounds, and that's a horse. You know, at peak condition, he has to look at a calendar just like a trainer does with a fighter, know when the race is, know when the fight is, and not get used up out on the track or used up, of course, in the gym.
Excellent counterpunch by Jermain Taylor. Look at that. They exchange hooks. Showing you some defense there with the block. Jermain Taylor's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Nice block by Jermain Taylor. Nice block. Targeting the hooks on each man. There it is! Jermain Taylor's gone down. Oh, wow, what a shocker there. So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Good, strong uppercut. He comes right back with it after taking one. Good block there by Jermain Taylor. 60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing? Is taking his opponent's jab away.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Very well done by both men to fire off those right hands.
Let's get on that swell. Let your hands go, okay? You're gonna have to let him go or you're gonna lose the fight. Let's get on that swell. Get the compress on that.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He could get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he could kill a little of the clock, survive.
Wow, is he defensively sound. A good block. Nice block. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Jermain Taylor's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Blocks that belt line well. Jermain Taylor is showing us a side that we haven't seen before, and obviously the knockdown brought that about.
Yes, it did, and he's hoping that right now that it confuses his opponent. don't be so sure he's going to stay with this, Joe. He might just be doing it for a diversion tactic. You know, just to survive right now, maybe buy him a little bit of time, confuse his opponent, keep his opponent at bay, and then go back to what he knows best.
We'll look out for that. Jermain able to block that punch. A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, with special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Very close fight. Tough to score some of those rounds, but they did. And for that, let's send it up to the ring.
Your winner, Jermain.
Jermain Taylor's your winner by majority decision, Teddy.
I know there's going to be something to talk about in the barbershops around the city, around the state tomorrow, because a lot of people are going to have a different look about that decision.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you soon.